now, because it's taut, remember it can go forward and back. Let's say I go here and I go to pock him. As I get here, he starts to push back into me. Oh, how do I know he's pushed back into me? So my arm's moving? Okay, then I would use that. Then I probably would have to change him offline to strike him here. So my plan changes depending on how he moves. But based on that taut fishing line, even a spider web, we use this example quite a bit. A spider web, what's a spider web look like when you see it in the corner? Is it usually
It's not stiff, it's very
flexible, but it's not like limp, right? It's not like it just flops to the ground. It's taut, like for whatever, how many, one direction, so it has that kind of pulled out, and then it kind of bounces, right? And so a bug gets on it, what happens to the spider web? It starts to bounce because the bug's freaking out, so, and then the spider wakes up and goes, oh, God, I feel this food because it's bouncy. He comes out and goes, oh, yeah, right? Breakfast, because it's bouncy. But if it was limp, he would have no idea, and his food probably would still be there, but it would be not fresh anymore, right? It could be days old. He wouldn't even know, right? And if it was too stiff, like if it was like a rock web, he wouldn't even know anything's there either. So it has to be taut and springy. That's what the Wing Chun energy is like, okay? And so it's able to bend with more pressure, and it's with lack of pressure, it goes forward. So that kind of make more sense. Yes. A little bit, okay? So that's the hard part. It's really hard to get to that point, and that many times it's hard to understand because you're like, that didn't feel like Sifu used to be like, oh, told me when we were chisao, or even lobster, oh, you're too stiff. So in my mind, and you guys hear the story before, I'm like, God, and I didn't ever tell him this. I'm like, damn, Sifu is too stiff. He's so hard, right? Like he always tells me to be soft, but he's so hard, right? And so then you do something on him, and even though it feels hard, he knows it's coming, right? Because his spider web now feels harder. So it's like he's like a senior citizen spider web. A lot of experience in eating bugs and building webs now. And his webs now are thicker. But they're not stone, they're just thicker line. And so it feels harder to someone that's not as experienced, which in that case it's me. But when you pushed on it, it had the same sponginess, but it just felt harder. Like it's hard to explain.